Welcome to the Summer Internship Fair, hosted by Princeton University Career Services on February 18th from 1 to 4 p.m. in Frist. My name is Jessie Dicovitsky, and I'm a senior interning with Career Services. Along with approximately 700 other undergraduates, I attended the fair to learn about individual companies and their internship programs, meet employer organizations in a wide range of industries, and garner recruiter contacts for future applications. Attending were over 45 companies representing nearly every industry in the job market. Typical positions being recruited were software and field engineers, marketing and publicity internships, asset management and financial positions, educational and medical researchers, development and event planners, and nonprofit assistants. I met a few bright undergraduates while attending, all at different points in their internship searches and career paths. This video is intended to guide you through several of the students' experiences at the fair, as well as offer advice for future attendees.
Have you heard of us before? That's okay. So we're a network.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So this is something
No, it's fine. It's fine. So.
And environment combined. And what you'll do is you have to be well versed in a wide variety of environments.
Well, I'm a junior here and in the middle of recruiting season, and it's a very tough process right now and just taking a lot of time. But I always love this career fair as one of my favorite events of the year because it's so useful being able to see a lot of different companies and get a good jump start in terms of just seeing what's out there and just talking to a lot of employers. It's a great practice for interviews and things like that as well. And for the past 2 years, I've actually found my employers here at the career fair, and that's why I always come back to be able to get to see what's out there, and it's a really great fair.
I thought the fair was a great experience to get face-to-face contact with the employers, really learn more about what the culture of the company's about, which is something you can't always find on the homepage of the website.
Why attend? Regardless of the extent to which technology makes it easier and faster to share information between job seekers and employers, nothing replaces in-person contact for making an impression. Learn more about a company. Online information is only one-dimensional. You can always learn more by speaking with a recruiter and asking specific questions. Be a memorable candidate. Make a great first impression on the employers face-to-face, and they will remember you later in the resume and cover letter screening process. One-stop shopping for contacts. Browsing the organizations at the fair helps you to gather information about a range of jobs or internships across all majors and spanning several industries. Develop contacts in your fields of interest. Whether the employer is hiring right now or not, this is a great chance to start a dialogue between you and their organization. The larger your network of contacts, the better.
I would suggest knowing what you want beforehand because when you get in there it's kind of hectic. There are a lot of people around and sometimes you have to wait in line to talk to people, so for the purposes of time and sort of knowing what you're doing, you should know what you're getting into and go to the specific tables that you're interested in.
What I would recommend is to kind of think about your interests before going in, maybe explore online what you're looking for, and kind of look at backgrounds of particular companies that might be coming. That way you can really facilitate a conversation and be excited about each station that you go to.
Research before the fair. Planning your approach to the fair in advance will help you create a positive first impression. This means research the participating employers beforehand. Check Tiger Tracks to see which organizations have registered for the fairs at Princeton. Take time to research employers that pique your interest, using such tools as the organization's websites and vault.com. Put together an A-list and B-list of employers you want to talk to, and look for current facts about the organizations on your A-list, such as press releases and news articles to impress recruiters. Prepare questions to ask recruiters based on your research, such as, what are the most common success factors for entry-level hires or interns at your company? Or, how would you describe the work environment at your organization? Or, can you give me an example of some of the projects someone in the position would be involved in?
To be prepared, you really have to know the right questions to ask. You would get a lot more out of it that way.
Develop your introduction or elevator pitch. The idea of an elevator pitch is that if you were to suddenly find yourself riding an elevator with an executive who could hire you for your dream job. You would need to succinctly and effectively introduce yourself in the time it would take to get to the next floor. This 30-second intro can be useful at fairs and needs to address 3 basic questions. Who are you? Introduce yourself. Indicate the school you attend and your major or concentration. Also mention whether you have worked on any academic projects related to the field. What sets you apart? Mention any internships, work or volunteer experiences, and/or 2 or 3 unique skills or accomplishments. What are you looking for? Your goal may depend on your year in school. For example, freshmen might be looking for information about the field, sophomores and juniors an internship, and seniors a full-time job. For example, hello, my name is Jessie. I'm currently a junior majoring in computer science and I'm working part-time at a computer services company in a technical support role. This has really helped me enhance my problem-solving and communication skills, as well as my leadership abilities. In addition, I had an internship over the summer with ABC Company, where I worked in a project team on a variety of software development projects. I recently read an article about some of the software development projects your firm is working on for the military, and I'm particularly interested in learning more about entry-level opportunities with your firm. Dress to impress. At a career fair, students actively seeking positions frequently wear interview attire, but students may also choose to dress in business casual. Either way, make sure you look polished and professional. Check out Career Services' What to Wear page with links to video examples. Be prepared. What to bring? Several copies of your updated resume, usually 50 copies, will suffice. A portfolio to hold resumes, business cards, and information. A notepad to jot down notes after each conversation is also a good way to stay organized. Your student ID to swipe in at the registration table. When you arrive at the fair, look over the floor plan to determine where each employer table is located, and decide the order in which you will approach the employers you are most interested in. Some students start off with the companies that are not high on their list so they can practice delivering their introduction.
So this is internship for the summer. I worked right after undergrad. I had wanted to join the industry right after, but what do you think? Yeah, so I was thinking about it.
At the fair, greet each employer with a firm handshake and a smile, using good eye contact. Use your introduction and then enter into a conversation with a recruiter by making sure you ask questions, as well as answer them. At the end of each conversation, don't forget to ask for a business card from the recruiter. Be sure to find out how and when you can apply to positions. Some companies will ask you to complete an online application on their website. Also, get the recruiter's advice on the best way to follow up on your application. Have an open mind. If you have extra time or have to wait to speak with an employer, take advantage of the opportunity to speak with other employers who are less busy. Within a few days of the fair, send a follow-up email to the recruiters you met with to thank them for their time. See the thank you letter page on Career Services' website for samples.
I would say that the most important thing is to keep an open mind on everything, and to sort of remember that all the positions are open with the exception of the ones that are computer science related. But other than that, I would say to keep everything in mind, that from like finance, it's still open for history is what I was really finding. You know, there's just a lot of diversity involved.
I thought the fair was very rewarding. At first I thought that I could only find internships for molecular biology, but I found that a lot of the internships actually took students who were from all majors. So I would encourage students who are interested in a summer opportunity, even if your major doesn't necessarily go with what the internship is about, apply. They're very open and encourage a lot of diversity in their application process. So any majors, any interests, I think I would encourage students to apply for these internships.
The fair was really fun. There's a lot of diversity in the opportunities available. Take advantage of all the free stuff and enjoy the conversation you have. Be open to the many different possibilities.
if I had to recommend anything for other students, I'd say don't be too worried about it. Just go out there, be yourself and try to be a cool guy to them.
I thought the fair was like really cool to see all these different companies and all the different fields. Like no matter what your interests were, there seemed like there was something for everyone. Personally, I'm interested in the environment and sustainability, and I know there were a number of companies, one of which I actually happened to get a job with. TerraSite was pretty cool. So there's just like a whole bunch of different opportunities for people out here. And what did I like about it? I like the fact that the school put this together. Like it's not every day that you get a chance to come out and meet people in very well-known companies and get a chance to introduce yourself. And it's just the opportunities this school provides as students are pretty amazing. And I would definitely recommend that people stay in touch with career services. Make sure that you're up to date with what's going on, and come out to these events because you never know what can happen.